Shalom. My hotel. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to the Vicki Show. Of course, my name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our broadcast. We are so pleased that you have joined us today. We have a very brief war briefing to discuss, my God, another major Black media organ blocked me. My God, today. Vicki, me, Byron Allen's little newspaper. Y'all know Byron Allen. Shout out to you, Derek. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Shout out to our moderator that's in the digital building. We're so pleased that you're here. All of our amazing supporters, the VHIve, thank you so much for joining us. But let's get into this little housekeeping, family, so that we can just go ahead and get this started. As you come in, please come in giving us the thumbs up. Please be sure to like and share, particularly if you're watching us on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. And if you're watching us on a YouTube affiliate, please thumbs up, like, and share. If you're watching us on one of our other platforms where some of my shows are re-aired, sometimes the way that you engage is different. So however you're supposed to engage, follow, like, share, do all of that wherever you are watching us on. Would you? Thank you so very much. The reason we ask you to do that is because it often helps with the algorithms and to draw other folk into the broadcast. And ostensibly, thank you, Alice, ostensibly, folk like Byron Allen and other members of the dead, irrelevant Black media, that bothers them. Are y'all hearing me today? It bothers them when you like and share to the Vicki Show, beloved, because that means that we're not just seen on maybe wherever you're watching me on right now. We're seen in other places. And so when you do that, it elevates and it strengthens the voice of the Black grassroots. Are y'all hearing me today? Thumbs up, like and share, family. Thumbs up, like and share. Now, while you're thumbs up, liking, and sharing, and I'm preparing to get ready to go into our topic today, I want to again let you know we have just a couple of days left, hardly not even 2 full days, of my amazing 2-hour intensive exclusive seminar that I'm doing. This is specifically for the ladies. But brothers, if you're watching me, sponsor that woman in your life, would you? And it's called The Secret Money in Your Womb. The Secret Money in Your Womb. Men and women are different. We manifest different. Our powers are different. And I'm looking forward to talking about just a little bit of knowledge that I learned from some of my Black elders. And I want to be able to share it with you. Again, so make sure that you join us. You can do it 2 ways. Join clubvicki.com for $1. That's my weekly mastermind, and you'll get automatic access. You can do that by going to clubvicki.com. So if you join my weekly mastermind for $1 for the first 30 days, you get automatic access to this Saturday's 2-hour intensive. If you don't want to join my weekly mastermind, no problem. All you need to do is go to FlyNubianMastermind.com. Thank you, moderators, for putting that in the comments for me. So you can join 2 ways. Clubvicki.com for $1, running my weekly mastermind and getting automatic access. Or if you don't want to join the weekly mastermind and get the discount for the first 30 days, you can simply go straight to FlyNubianMastermind.com. Straight to FlyNubianMastermind.com. Thank you so very much. And that's this Saturday, February 13th, 2 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. Now, enough of that, because I don't want to really belabor the point today, because I'm just going to get in and get out, because it's such, a small matter. One side of it. Are y'all hearing me today? It's really interesting. So let me tell you what happened. So today, in preparation of me, I was preparing. You all know I do my research before I come to you. So when I was doing research on another topic to discuss with my family today, you know how sometimes when you're reading something, you're looking at something, there are reference links, and there and things like that. Well, and then you click on it and it leads you to another story. It leads you to another something that may have been recited and so forth, right? So watch this. As I was looking at the reference, Darlene X, shout out, y'all say shout out to our moderator. We're so glad to see a moderator. Speak about the beautiful fans have been saying and supporters and Vicki, where is the moderators for the Vicki show? How come we don't see no moderators for the Vicki show? So we're glad you're here, Darlene X. So Darlene, would you do me a favor? And Darlene, please put in the information for clubvicki.com that so folks can join clubvicki.com for $1 and get automatic access to my event Saturday. And also put in beloved flynubianmastermind.com for me. Thank you so much. Those are the two ways. We have less than 48 hours, family. This Saturday, 2 p.m. All the sisters, be sure to bring your daughters, your nieces, the Girl Scouts, your sorors, everybody from your mosque, your church, your place of worship, everybody that you used to hang out with before COVID, and those of you that's still playing out there with no, fooling with people, bring them because it's digital. I don't mind all y'all coming. Okay? Thank you so very much. ClubVicki.com, two ways you can get in. ClubVicki.com, join for $1. My weekly mastermind, you get automatic access. If you don't want to join the weekly mastermind, no problem, because it's a very reasonable rate once a month. But that's fine. Go to flynubianmastermind.com and to attend just the event. Okay? Now, enough of that. We got our, I've said that I'll plug it later again. But for now, let's move forward. So I was researching something else, right? And so when I was clicking on something from Byron Allen's little newspaper popped up. So that was, it had some information. It appeared to have some information that might be useful for what I was looking into for this particular story. So I clicked on it, and it was actually their Twitter handle. So I said, oh, okay. I vet information as much as possible anyway, so whatever, let me just see what they're talking about. So I click, and this is what popped up. Y'all know I'm just running my mouth and just make up stuff. Do y'all see what it says? I was on Google. I was looking for other links and so forth for something I was researching. And then the story that I was looking at, this popped up and I was just following through. So I said, whoa, wait, whoa. The grid blocked you. Y'all see that? So I'm like, this got to be a mistake. Y'all know I always say it's a mistake because there's so many of them that block me. And this is what I want you Black media folk to know. We the Black Grassroots, when I tell you we're controlling the narrative, when I tell you that we're controlling the events and they're trying to pretend that we don't exist and that we don't matter, that's what I mean. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So I said, whoa, okay. And just for, for fun, I went over to Instagram and I went straight to Google. So I wanted to make sure that I got the right tag. Because, sometimes you think that you're on the right handle on these social media platforms. And in fact, you may be on the wrong one and all that. So I wanted to make sure that it was an accurate tag for his little newspaper. And so this is what it shows for the Instagram. So they blocked me on Instagram too. Twitter and Instagram. Both platforms where I'm on. Byron Allen, alleged newspaper that speaks for Black people. Blocking Black voices. Looks like the links are pinned up there for you, dear family, to join my 2-hour The Secret Money in Your Womb mastermind. Join clubvicki.com for $1, get automatic access. Go to flynubianmastermind.com and or go to flynubianmastermind.com if you don't want to join my weekly mastermind. Are y'all ready? Watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So when I looked at it, I said, whoa, I'm trying to use your cite as a reference for a news story. I was actually getting ready to look into it. Obviously, that's why I clicked on it. Only to find out that this Black news publication has blocked the voice of a Black female media member. This is not about just Vicki personally. Let's be clear. These nonstop efforts by these different alleged Black media outlets is an attempt to silence our voices and to ensure that they maintain a facade. Y'all listen. To ensure that they maintain a facade of control of Black society, influence of Black society. They do not want alternative, powerful Black liberation type voices rising up over their meager bones and biscuits agenda. Their agenda as Black looking people is not about the overall welfare, Black empowerment, and liberation of the Black masses. Theirs is a singular, God today, motive and agenda. So when you have true Black media folk who are rising up telling you what you can do for self to keep pressure on white supremacist America, demands for reparations, demands for punishment for the white supremacists, and other such things. Shout out to you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Queen, for your tenacity and due diligence of bringing the real Black news to our people. Bump Byron Allen for blocking you. He can't handle the truth. Hashtag slowness. Let me hit the gavel on that, sis. And then you gave the 1111. Your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Would you all, let's thumbs up, like, and share. At the bottom of your screen, there's a share button. If you copy the share link, you can paste it on your other social media platforms. I want you to do it quickly because we have much to say in a short amount of time, because I got to get through in a reasonable amount of time. So again, they blocked me on Instagram, the publication, y'all. Byron Allen's publication. And then on Twitter. Now, I need you all to know something here. The real Black media when it's in its proper form is an instrument, a tool that is essential to the building of the Black nation. In addition to the real Black media being a tool for the building of a Black nation, of the Black nation, at the same time that they're a tool, we're also a weapon. Somebody talk Black to me. We're not just a tool. Not only are we a tool for building the Black nation, we're also a weapon to defend said Black nation with truth, because we hurl truth at falsehood until we knock out his brains. For some of you that don't know, that's a quote from the Quran. But we're also a weapon against white supremacist propaganda. yell truth at falsehood. Y'all play too much. Until we knock out his brains. This is why we are a threat. There have been the Reverend L. Sharptons of the world. There have been the Lomina Joy Reeds of the world, the Don Lemons of the world, and other black-looking people that have said they're representative and reflective of black society. But when you press them even just a little bit or take a cursory look at their agenda, you will find out, no, they're not talking about substantive things that will help us to eradicate white supremacy. They're just simply teaching us how to exist and to accommodate it. God, today. Are y'all hearing me? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. But Mr. Byron Allen is said to be some media mogul because he's purchased a large number of news stations, networks, shows, and so forth, right? He's grown in some power. Are y'all hearing me? He's been involved in lawsuits. Not only, I'm sure you all heard recently where he's settled the lawsuit, my understanding, with one of the litigants in a case that he had before the Supreme Court of the United States. And of course, I covered that too. But I want to remind you of an interview that he did on CNN not too long ago when he sued Comcast. He was beginning to sue Comcast, Reverend Al Sharpton, and some others because of their relationship to some of these networks. Watch this. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Y'all know we believe in following the rules here. Is that right? Well, I want you to have the proper context of this, okay? Let me cue this for you. Give me just a second here. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, like and share. All right, here we go. I want you to take a listen to, here we go. Yes, an interview that Byron Allen did a few years ago,
an outspoken civil rights activist,
on CNN. Byron Allen is talking real crazy. And again, these are about the battles of the bootlegs. This is about the battle of the bootlegs, the battle of the boulets. They fighting over how much crumbs, they're going to have to split up. Are y'all hearing me? So Byron Allen, a few years ago, was on was on CNN discussing his racial lawsuit. And of course, the description says Byron Allen, CEO of Entertainment Studios, is on reliable sources to discuss his lawsuit against Comcast, Time Warner Cable, and Al Sharpton. Watch this.
And now Al Sharpton, along with Comcast and Time Warner Cable, are facing a $20 billion lawsuit over alleged racial discrimination against Black-owned media companies. Now, in the complaint, Byron Allen, a comedian, TV presenter, and CEO of Entertainment Studios, alleges that Comcast gave Al Sharpton that 6 p.m. show on MSNBC, for which he's been paid approximately $750,000 per year, despite notoriously low ratings, and in exchange for his continued public support for Comcast on issues of diversity. Now, it all sounds kind of convoluted, and I want to get to the bottom of it. So joining me now in Los Angeles is Byron Allen. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you, Brian, for having me.
Y'all listen. Thumbs up, thumbs up.
This case has been getting a lot of coverage this week. We've heard from Comcast, and I'll read their comment in a minute. But tell me the 1-minute version of what you're alleging.
Real simple. The cable industry, AT&T, DirecTV, Comcast, Time Warner, they spend about $50 billion a year licensing networks and advertising, with less than $3 million per year going to 100% African-American owned media. Now, what they do is they make token donations to people like Al Sharpton, the NAACP, the Urban League, and after taking those donations, they negotiated a fraudulent MOU that says this is okay for Black people to live by. What America needs to understand is that Al Sharpton does not speak for me. Al Sharpton does not speak for Black people. It's like I ask people, who's the white person who speaks for you? It's racist to even believe that Al Sharpton is the go-to person. Shame on you, Sony, for thinking sit down with Al Sharpton and that negates your racist emails about President Obama. So it's real simple. These token donations they make to him, as reported in the New York Post, allows them to have racial cover. This is why we're not getting.
Remember that phrase that Byron Allen is using as his reason and excuse for suing Reverend Al Sharpton, Comcast, and others. Remember, he's saying that them using Al Sharpton, allows them to have racial cover. Now, to a degree, I agree with some of that. You all know that we give Reverend Al Sharpton the work all the time. I've explained to you before that the reason why he's on MSNBC, he does not bring revolutionaries on the show. Reverend Al Sharpton, as soon as he lost weight, he lost consciousness. Which me being Vicki Dillard, a girl from Mississippi, somebody talk Black to me, I now live in the Wild Wild West, but me being from Mississippi, my encouragement to him is to eat. Real simple solutions. You need to go eat. Soon as you lost that weight, baby, you lost consciousness. You love to brag about being vegan or whatever you are and stuff, and then you done got ultra religious with your new way of eating, and then lost your mind, ain't doing nothing reasonable and powerful for Black people. You might need some fried chicken. Put the little salad with it and stuff. Don't eat it every night. Get the best kind of chicken. It's grass fed and stuff. That's eating the best little stuff. Y'all know what to do. Somebody talk Black to me. Get your little meats and stuff from the kosher stores. But you need to go eat. I don't have any other solutions for you, Reverend Al. That's the deepness of it all for you. Go eat, baby. You want us to pay. I did what it takes to do. Boy, don't nobody want to hear that. And you don't even have now an agenda for Black folk. You ain't studying us. And besides that, some folks was calling you a rat. I didn't call you a rat, but I'm just saying the people was calling you a rat and stuff. Because you worked with the feds. You was an informant. And then you played dumb and played it off and act like you wasn't an informant when it was leaked that you were. And then when it was leaked that you were one, you said, oh, I was doing it for the sake of the Black community to get the crime out the Black community with the mafia. And then you're going to say, I wasn't a rat. I was a cat chasing a rat. God, today. But I'm going to leave that one alone, Vicki. Just don't even get off on that. You the same one we just heard a few weeks ago from that leaked audio from Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe, where he talked like he was y'all's pimp. And did you all hear the other confession from Joe Biden in that leaked audio? Remember, Reverend Al Sharpton was one of the big voices there and stuff. You remember what he said? Do you remember what Jim Crow Joe said about Reverend Al Sharpton? Y'all don't remember? He said about Reverend Al Sharpton, he said, Reverend, when he was working under the Obama administration, remember so many Black folks was giving Obama all that work publicly after giving him chance after chance to do something for Black people. Watch this. Joe Biden said in the leaked audio, Reverend Al, you were the only one that wasn't upset with us, with me. Everybody else was. And now Reverend Al Sharpton, scary, funny looking self, chest all out, like that's a badge of honor. That Jim Crow, that's a revelation. That's us telling y'all, just like when I revealed to you the report, where it was alleged, credibly alleged, that Roland Martin, when those WikiLeaks document came out, remember I broke that down on a couple of occasions. I read you straight from the reports. Reports that allege that Roland Martin is the one that was instrumental along with the black lady, Donna Brazile. Donna Brazile used to work for CNN, and so did Roland. Neither one of them work for CNN anymore. Donna Brazile has a job now at Fox News. Donna Brazile ran Al Gore's campaign a few years ago. This black woman wasn't just no little nobody in the Democratic Party. She was also one of the I think she was a chairwoman of some sort of a DNC darling as well. A Democratic political strategist. The document showed where Donna Brazile had something to do with assisting and giving Hillary Clinton a question that she was going to get during a debate early. So when all of those documents were leaked, and then guess what? The line went back to guess what? It's Uncle Roro, y'all. So when I showed you the clip and you were disgusted by it too, which you should have been because of this optic terrorist that now claims he's black media. And the reason why I'm going to always give it's Uncle Roro, y'all, this work is because when Uncle Roro was sitting down with one of our most prominent and proud modern white supremacists, Mr. Richard Spencer, Roland did the interview with Richard Spencer. The white supremacist that is Richard Spencer asked Roland, does he identify as a black man? Roland's answer was held to the no. Roland said he was a Christian, and then he said he was a man. Both, the second one is at least debatable. The man was pressing him, and he refused to say he's black. And then it was Roland, knowing he was interviewing a white supremacist, that said to Richard Spencer next, are you a Christian? See, that's why I have to always snatch down y'all's white Jesus from Calvary. I got to take him, snatch him down. I got to offend your demonic dogma that was programmed and conditioned in you by snatching your white Jesus from Calvary. Pinned up between two thieves. I snatch him down. I have to pull down your Jesus of 2,000 years ago with blonde hair and blue eyes. Because you sick, twisted Negroes that have a demonic and satanic love for your 500-year-old open enemies, you skip the fact that he was a white supremacist. And you tried to find common ground with our killers by saying, are you a Christian? And because you espouse such labels as Republican and Democrat and Christian and Muslim, you are using that label to maintain relationship with your open enemy. And that's why some that won't condemn Trump, when you ask him, do you think Trump is a Christian? Well, the Bible says if you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior and believe in your heart that God raised him for the dead on the third day, thou shalt be saved. So if Trump said that he believed in Jesus, he my brother in Christ. I'm his sister in Christ. Oh, but he never met a wife that he didn't cheat on. But he pro-life. Oh, okay. Is that why he paid for nearly a dozen women that he personally knocked up? He paid for almost 12 abortions. Not for other people, but for him. Is that why he paid prostitutes not too long ago? Oh, okay. He admitted on the tape that he sexually assaults people. He get away with it. But that's a man of God. Oh, okay. Him and his daddy had to pay about his daddy's real estate company, which he was part of, paid millions and millions and millions of dollars back because they were specifically discriminating against black people in the settlement. Okay. He called for the death for black. Okay. That was back in the day. Oh, okay. Well, since he's been in office, he said that black folks are sons of bees for standing for justice. He gave the military, he gave the law enforcement all kind of military equipment in order to target black communities. It was his administration that used your very black tax dollars to study black king soldiers so they can turn around and take the information that they gleaned over there in order to attack our black warriors here in America under the Trump administration. It was doing that and stuff. They weren't sending back a bunch of European immigrants. They were sending back the Haitians and the African ones and stuff. Oh, okay. But if you believe in his heart that God raised him from the dead, oh, okay. So the rape and the rape allegations, the credible rape allegations, the racism, what he keep doing, the corruption, the lies, that none of man. That's a man of God. And that's because you've attached yourself to that false label. And by you saying, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Christian with this one over here, you are contributing also to the condition of our people, the terrible condition of our people. Reginald, thank you for your very gracious gift. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. All of you that are giving your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. But I digress. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep listening to Byron Allen a few years ago with this interview on CNN discussing him. Y'all, it's finna get pretty spicy. Share, family.
Enough advertising, or any advertising, from McDonald's and Coca-Cola and Chrysler and General Motors and AT&T. They don't spend any money with African-American owned media. Something that's very alarming, AT&T spent more money on Al Sharpton's lavish 60th birthday than they spent on Ebony magazine, the biggest African-American magazine in America, around 70 years, 10 million readers per month. AT&T spent only $30,000 on that magazine. Walmart has given money to Al Sharpton. Walmart doesn't spend any money in Ebony magazine, and they barely do business with me in a long-term partnership. And I'm constantly going back and forth with Walmart and Chrysler as well. So he is the least expensive Negro. Don't really do business with real African-American owned companies.
Something like that sounds.
Byron Allen, boy. The thing is, I agree with what some of the stuff he says about Reverend Al Sharpton, because y'all know I'm giving him that work. But it's just so funny when Byron Allen is talking real tough about calling another black person Negro and stuff and talking about black businesses. That's all I'm saying. It's just real interesting. It's just real interesting. It's ironic. It's real interesting that he will say that, because Byron Allen seems like he really wants black media so that we can have black representation and black power, right? It sounds like he's really concerned about us having a black access in media so that we can control our own narratives, and so that the white supremacist doesn't have a greater stronghold to control the narrative. Is that right, family? It's just so ironic. But keep listening. Y'all know I'm going to go somewhere in a minute. Just give me a minute to make it make sense. Some of you all are aware of some of these facts because I've discussed this many times before, a few times before, I should say. But since Byron Allen's newspaper blocked me, it bears repeating. I got to make stuff make sense and connect the dots and do what we do.
You say that about Al Sharpton. Are you saying he's
the numbers are actual?
What did he do? He called Reverend Al Sharpton the what? Least expensive Negro, didn't he? He's not done. Y'all listen. Y'all know I'm going somewhere.
The numbers are just follow the money. That, you know, don't do business with real African-American owned companies. Just make a token. Give him $50,000 and a bucket of chicken.
Not a bucket of chicken. I'm suggesting he eat the chicken. Reverend Al, stop eating chicken. He don't do buckets of chicken. He does eggplant and stuff. He don't do buckets of chicken no more, Byron. But listen.
Good. We won't have any problems with real African-American owned media. You should not be.
Pay attention. What word did he use again? Real African-owned media, right? Y'all know I'm going to make it make sense. Y'all know that when I'm emphasizing something, I'm going to talk about how ironic all of these things are. He talking real tough right here.
So you shouldn't be giving him money.
He said, give him some chicken. Byron Allen is on CNN. This alleged billionaire, certainly a multimillionaire, but some say he might be a billionaire getting close to it. He's sitting there calling Al Sharpton a cheap Negro. He said he was the least expensive Negro and just give him a bucket of chicken.
Not spending money with me and others like me and Stevie Wonder's radio station here in Los Angeles.
But aren't you trying to shake them down the same way by filing this lawsuit, which you know is not?
No. Look, Brian, let's define a shakedown. He doesn't give anything in return. I am a legitimate businessman. I am one of the largest independent producers of television and media in the world. I have 36 television shows on the air and 7 24-hour HD networks. They're not letting us participate in the $50 billion that they spend on licensing and advertising. There's a very big difference. He's the shakedown. I'm the legitimate entrepreneur.
Whoa, he done call him, you need some chicken, you a bucket of chicken, you a shakedown, and you the least expensive Negro. That's who said it, y'all. That's Byron Allen talking real tough.
We have to make sure
we're showing some of your programs right now, but let me read Comcast's response. I think it's really important to hear their side.
Watch this.
They say this complaint represents.
The reason I'm emphasizing the language he's using on CNN, the way he's talking, should he be blocked from ever going back on media? Should Byron Allen be sued or blocked for telling somebody that you're the least expensive Negro? If Byron Allen had said that on social media, would he be deserving of being blocked by calling and saying that someone is the least expensive Negro? You just need to eat a bucket of chicken and you are shakedown. But Vicki Dillard, I know of plenty of other Black media outlets that attack Byron Allen and the Grio. And I know of maybe a couple of them that may be blocked or similar alleged Black media outlet, right? But it's fascinating, y'all, that me, Vicki Dillard, I have been blocked by Meghan McCain from The View. Remember I did a show on that recently? I have been blocked after I did that viral video. I did a viral video on Your Black World last year. After Gayle King came out, after Susan Rice came out and literally threatened Snoop Dogg on a Saturday. I gave Susan Rice that work. Hundreds of thousands of folks watched that video on Your Black World. And after that, Kareem Jean-Pierre, that was Kamala Harris's chief of staff for her campaign. Y'all remember that? Kareem Jean-Pierre, who worked with the Obama administration, she blocked me. Me, Kareem Jean-Pierre. Kareem blocked me on our social media platforms too, that I'm on. Tremaine Lee from MSNBC blocked me, but I'll give Tremaine a little grace. Because Tremaine Lee from MSNBC called me. Yes, he did. And we had a little talk. He said his part, and y'all know how I do. I talk Black, didn't I? With respect, but I talk Black to him. And he unblocked me, which I didn't care and which I didn't ask for. I don't suffer from low self-esteem. But the brother did call me. And he chose to unblock me. Roland Martin, the terrorist, the optic terrorist, he blocked me on Twitter. Dr. Mark Lamont Hill, who used to be on CNN before he got fired and stuff. Now I think he was wasn't he doing MCing or something for the Housewives or something and doing some little shows for BET? He blocked me. Now, I'm hearing that he may have unblocked me since he blocked me on Twitter. But your distinguished Dr. Mark Lamont Hill. I'm not going to call out the other person from CNN. This person from CNN didn't block me. But we had a little sparring on the side. And I've never put out there because I'm not messy like that. Now, if you talk crazy and you lose your mind or some reason that I need to pull out the receipts, I will. But this the Vicki show that they pretend doesn't exist over here in the corner somewhere. But I never get my power twisted with just numbers, likes, and shares. Of course, we want to reach as many people as possible because our message is important. Ain't nobody's little YouTuber. I done told y'all I use it as a means to reach people. But I know what I'm saying, and it's powerful, and I love my people for real, and they watching. And I tell you that they're watching not for me to poke my chest. I tell you that they watching because they should be. You ought to be watching to learn. Because I know that my message is greater than myself. You ought to be watching me. You ought to be listening. Because we endeavor to keep you ethical and right. We endeavor to make sure that you keep the main thing, and that's black people first. Not being sold out to white corporate media. Them watching me doesn't validate me. But of course you watching, because be seated. Class is started. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. What am I talking about? You've got so-called big, black, powerful outlets. There's other people that done blocked me. That lady, the 1619 founder lady, she blocked me and stuff. Y'all, I can't even remember all the people that done blocked me. These are just a few little names I can remember. Watch this. What I want you to understand is that this isn't just about me. This is about you. This is about trying. You remember how in Cointelpro, one of their specific points that they made their goal was to prevent the rise of a black messiah? Their goal was to disrupt black liberation organization, black people. We know that the U.S. government is literally responsible for the death, the murder of a number of black people under such program, the destruction of black organizations, the destruction of black families. Now they're trying to prevent the rise of the black grassroots. Because we're not talking the same as those other people on corporate media. They say that they black and they speak for black people, but they don't sound like what the people like the Vicki show sound like. We sound like reparations. We sound like punishment for the white supremacy. We sound like unity. We sound like do for self. We sound like ain't none of us interested, as we don't believe integration to be the promised land for us. You don't hear us telling you that all of your hopes and dreams and life and your salvation is in voting. We don't sound like those bones and biscuits and those bootlicks. Does anybody see a prop behind me that looks interesting? Do you all see the prop that's behind me? While you're identifying the prop that's behind me, let me just say real quick for those of you that are just coming in, welcome. My name is Vicki Dillard. I'm a contributor here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Please come in giving us the thumbs up. Be sure to share, and subscribe to the network. I always ask that you subscribe and hit to receive all notifications, because I'm not the only queen here. We believe in the elevation of a diverse number of black women's voices, and I don't want you to miss the other women's content. I'm supposed to also remind you, I believe it's been a long time, our sister Constance Carter comes on after me, so be sure to stay tuned. She comes on, I believe, weeknights, Miss Constance Carter. So be sure to support the sister that comes on after me, okay? Also, dear family, this Saturday, February 13th, I'm doing a 2-hour exclusive intensive that will change your life. It's called The Secret Money in Your Womb. I said it right. The Secret Money in Your Womb. There are resources, sis, that's hidden right under our noses. We manifest differently than men. And I want to drop for you a few jewels that I have gleaned from some of our elders and ancestors. You don't want to miss it. Join today. If you join my weekly mastermind for $1 for the first 30 days, go to clubvicki.com. You get automatic access. So if you join clubvicki.com, go to clubvicki.com, join my weekly mastermind. It's only $1 to join. You get automatic access this Saturday. If you don't want to join the weekly mastermind, because after that, the fee is very reasonable once a month. So you don't know what you're missing. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to pay the regular price, go to FlyNubianMastermind.com. FlyNubianMastermind.com. Our beautiful moderator is in the building, and she will put the information for you there. So clubvicki.com to join for $1. That's my regular mastermind, but you get automatic access. Or Or if you don't want to join like that and you want to pay the full price right away, go to flynubianmastermind.com. So please, those links should be in the chat. Thank you so very much. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Like and share, like and share. Now watch this. Let me get back to this. Listen to the last part of this interview where Byron Allen has said that Reverend Al Sharpton is the least expensive Negro, which many of us agree with. All he needed was a bucket of chicken, and said that what he was engaged in was a shakedown, right?
It's nothing more than a string of inflammatory, inaccurate, and unsupported allegations. We are proud of our outstanding record supporting and fostering diverse programming. They went on to say we will defend vigorously against the scurrilous allegations in this complaint, and we fully expect that the court will dismiss them. Now, Sharpton has not commented on the record. Do you have a question for him or a thing you'd like him to address about this?
Y'all watch this. So the host of, what is this? Reliable Sources. Yes, the host of Reliable Sources on CNN. After he just heard Byron Allen call Reverend Al Sharpton the least expensive Negro, need a bucket of chicken. What else? Need a bucket of chicken, least expensive Negro. Oh yeah, shakedown. He says, do you want to, expect him to say something? Do you want to watch this?
Sharpton's not that, he's not important. He's nothing more than a black pawn in a very sophisticated white economic chess game. He's being used by his white masters at Comcast and AT&T. He just needs to shut up and get in the bleachers.
Whoa! This the man that blocked me. This is his publication that blocked me. The one that told Al Sharpton, shut up and get in the bleachers. That kind of language, should he be blocked? Should he be blocked from going on CNN again, MSNBC again? Should his publications be blocked from different digital spaces and places so folks that have access to it? He said, shut up. Y'all heard it with your own ears. And get in the bleachers. He said, you ain't even important. You're a pawn in a very sophisticated white control thing. Y'all, did y'all hear that? Listen to what he said. Listen to the names that the Grio's Byron Allen called Reverend Al Sharpton. And I ain't no stand for Reverend Al Sharpton. Y'all know I give him his work all the time. But listen to how he talked in the language he used. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna end that interview there. Y'all know I only do receipts. Y'all play too much. So watch this.
Pitched him.
Watch this.
And he said, wow. He said, I heard you were a great salesman.
Watch this.
He said, oh, so you didn't use your own money?
I didn't use my own money.
Oh, okay.
I borrowed.
So what happened, Vicki? I discussed this too. When did this happen? About a year ago or so. Byron Allen's funny looking self went on the Breakfast Club and he started to talk about his companies and owning black businesses, right? So you just heard all that noise he was talking some years ago on CNN, right? He's suing Reverend Al, Comcast, all them other people too. He sued NAACP, all the rest of them, right? Byron Allen was complaining because he said that these white corporations are not giving black media outlets like his their fair share. But I want you to listen to what he said on the Breakfast Club in an interview not too long ago. Y'all know I'm going to make it make sense. Now, while I'm doing that, please give him the thumbs up, thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, like, and share. For those of you that are just coming in, my name is Vicki Dillard. You can follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. My last name first there. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. My name is spelled V-I-C-K-I. My name is not short for Victoria. My mama said I didn't look like a Victoria. There are no E's in my name. There are no Y's in my name. No double K's. It's just V-I-C-K-I. So follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Listen, because we're gonna get some insight into what Byron Allen. He's trying to act like he wants black ownership for black representation, right? He's He's trying to really act like he's really about that life for black people, right? Watch this. Watch this. Let me cue it. Thumbs up, family.
Okay. So the guy, I called him on a Friday morning.
You got his number?
Yeah, I called him. Yeah, I'll get you his number. And by the way, here's what I knew. He has $100 billion that he manages.
Listen.
So when you have $100 billion that you manage, you have a problem. You have $100 billion that you must shepherd, invest, and get back with a return.
Right. You
So
have to do something with that money.
You got to do something with it.
Right.
There it is. So I said, look, I'm here to help. You got $100 billion. I'm here to help you unload some of that, put it somewhere, and get that return. I'm an asset. Called him on a Friday morning. He sent his top executive to see me the next business day, Monday at 2:00. Sat in my conference room for 4 hours. He said, this is one of the most amazing business stories I've ever heard. You are a brilliant entrepreneur. I'm going to give you a commitment letter, a term sheet tonight, and a commitment letter tomorrow morning. Please close on the Weather Channel. Wow. And we did. See, if you know money, money will know you and love you and be with you. Money's easy. Don't be afraid of money. Let money love you. Money will always be with you.
Okay, thank you for the money lessons. That's so important for black people. But you was telling us about ownership, and while you was crying about having black participation, you wanted black representation, all that. Y'all listen.
Plenty of money.
Now, money loves me.
Did you act cool when he said that, or were you like, all right, thanks, man, or did you give a little scream?
No, I said like, I'm here to help. Like it's, you know, I'm here to help.
Because in my head, when he said, yes, I'm going to give you that commitment letter tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that's not the first time you've done something like that. You purchased 11 small market networks from USA.
Well, you know, one of the first things I purchased a movie distribution company, Freestyle Releasing, because I wanted to go straight to the movie theaters. Because we as African Americans, we've never had that, where we control our distribution right to the movie theaters. And I bought the...
Y'all listen. He's concerned about black folks, right, having a distribution, right?
Yeah. And the Grio is an amazing African-American publishing.
We love the Grio.
You heard from his own lips. The Grio is an amazing African-American book. That's who blocked me on both the social media platforms. He's sitting there bragging about black publication Grio. That's his company. He blocked me. Byron Allen's people, his publication. But it ain't done yet. Thumbs up, like and share, y'all. Listen. And don't forget to sign up for this weekend, this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm doing The Secret Money in Your Womb. The Secret Money in Your Womb. 2-hour intensive, sis. Don't miss it. Every woman you know needs to be there. You can get in if you join my weekly mastermind. We got a special going on at clubvicky.com for $1. If you join my clubvicky.com for $1, you get in for free. If you don't want to do that, go straight to flynubianmastermind.com. Go straight to flynubianmastermind.com, okay? Thumbs up. Listen.
She's the great one. She's amazing. And Todd Johnson just came on board to be our fearless leader. And I felt it was important in buying the Grio to own, you know, our voice, to own our position in the marketplace, to really control our narrative. You know, it's so, you know.
The Grio, he's saying, the Grio, his black publication that blocked me, we need to control the narrative. We want to own our own, but they're blocking black voices. Make it make sense. You out there crying because you're saying that other white conglomerates are shutting out black entrepreneurs, shutting out black media outlets, but you are sitting here shutting me out, and it's a bunch of y'all blocking my voice. And this ain't even about me. This is about the black grassroots that I speak on behalf of. And my show, if you look, of course, there are several different affiliates, plus I'm on another major platform, in addition to Fly Nubian Queen and the affiliates that is connected here. So yes, I'm being seeded out more and my message is growing, but it's still not even as big as a lot of other people, but you're concerned about little old me. Because of the power, our time has come, and you are afraid that the stuff that I'm seeding, the seed is what's dangerous. It's the little things, baby. Dynamite come in small packages. And they're concerned about the message I'm giving catching on and catching fire. I don't take lightly those that I'm reaching on different platforms, but I'm still not as big as some people. But you're concerned about the message and the power that I'm seeding. Watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Listen, y'all, keep listening.
It's very important to me because when my children were born, I had a guy say to me, you know,
y'all must listen to this, please.
White guy says to me, why is it important that you have Black ownership? You know, what's wrong with Black targeting? Because there are a lot of Black faces. And I said, I'm glad you asked me that question. You know, let me tell you why I bought the Grio and why I bought a movie distribution company and why I—
You see how you keep bragging about the Grio, the one that blocked me?
Own 10 cable networks. Let me ask you something.
I need to meet that white man he said he talked to so I can tell that white man, fool, Byron is fronting. He trying to act like he was doing this for Black people, child. He was just trying to hang out with y'all and get some money, which is fine. But he blocking Black voices.
As a white man who has children, are you comfortable with me controlling the images of your daughters?
Watch this.
And how they are produced and how they're depicted.
Listen.
And how they grow up looking at themselves. Are you cool with me having 100% control over how your white daughter sees herself? And he said no. And
so Byron is saying the reason why he want to own Black media, because he want to control the images of Black folk, right? Are y'all listening? I'm talking to intelligent Black people. Byron is giving us a story because he told his white man, are you comfortable with somebody else controlling the images of your little white daughter? He said no. Watch what Allen gonna say next.
Great. I said, I expected you to answer the question that way. Now understand me as a Black man and my Black daughters. Now that they're here, I'm going to take a seat at the table and I'm going to control how they're produced and how they're depicted and how they grow up and how they see themselves. Because at this moment in my life, nothing is more important to me.
Don't miss this. He said he's going to control, right? How his Black daughters see themselves. So he wants to own this so that he can help to control the Black narrative and put out good Black content, right? Keep listening, family. Watch the finesse. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Yeah. So when you bought those networks from USA for $290 million, that was your intention.
Absolutely.
So that's my intention. My intention so I can put out Black images, because I told this white man I'm not going to let white folks control Black images. He said that this is about him having a positive image of his Black daughter so he can control it, right? Watch this.
What we have to do is we have to have ownership.
Watch this.
You know, that's what we need to do. We need to have ownership in our community. And that's what I've always pushed for, whether it's the Grio or whether it's distributing to movie theaters or whether it's owning cable networks or whether it's owning TV stations or whether it's owning radio stations. You have to own the game, not play the game. And that's always been my position. Own the game, don't play the game.
Now watch this. Watch this trick. Y'all ready for the Byron said he wants Black images out there, so he gonna own it. That's about Black empowerment, which is good and stuff. I want to be able to control putting out Black images and stuff. I don't want white folks out there with all the control, putting us out there any kind of way, right? That's an upstanding and a good motivation, right? 5 seconds later.
You know, like, so you talked about some of the stuff that you're seeing on these TV networks.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the stuff that you're seeing out there on TV?
I mean, it's varied. I mean, there's an audience for all of it, right? You know, look, you have 7 billion people on the planet, 7 billion. You don't need that many people. You have about 4 billion connected devices around the world. You don't need that many people to really actually appreciate what you do, and you have a sustainable business. So, you know, it's one of those things where it doesn't matter what I think. There's an audience for it.
What are your channels and what kind of programming are you putting out?
Did you hear the question Charlamagne asked her? What are your channels? What kind of program are you putting out? Because you were just saying that you want to control the Black narrative, right? You want to be able to put out good Black images. You want to be able to own it. You told this white man you're not comfortable with the white man having control over us, right? Watch this.
We have comedy.tv.
Okay, comedy.tv. That's Black family. Watch the finesse. He said he didn't own some comedy TV. It's the comedy TV. Watch this, y'all. Watch.
is, our comedy network, pets.tv.
That's it.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You got a pet, a doggish show, a terrier, you got a doggy channel and a comedy. Help me with the black and controlling the image. I got this so I can make sure they're black. But we talk about pets. Are we referring to black fur pets? Somebody name some dogs that's black. Is this what the distinction is? That because I could be missing that. So for the doggy channel, it's about the black image, the black empowerment. What some of them name some black and brown dogs? Is that I'm trying to get where the because I might be missing. I could be missing it. So the comedy big old network you're bragging about, and then about the pets. It's the pets that's finna put out the image of us, positive black images. Comedy network for the black image, good black image, and then the doggy, the pet show. Oh, okay, I understand.
More pets in America. Cars.
My destination.
Cars. Okay, we got the car channel, the pet, doggy, kitty cat channel. What's the other one? Comedy channel. And then he just said at the same time, I think it's a travel destination channel. So the travel destination, is it the travel destination channel part? Is it because the destination is going to be in Africa or Haiti, or is it going to be giving coverage in Mississippi and Alabama, Louisiana, Florida area? The travel to the deep south? Is it travel to the Black Mecca? Is it the Chocolate City? That's what okay, so the travel channel for Black empowerment. The car channel. So is it because Black men like Cadillacs? I mean, I don't know what kind of cars y'all like, brothers, nowadays and sisters. Is it because it's going to be a type of car that's going, for the car channel, that's going to appeal to Black people? And then we got the kitty cat and the doggy channel, the pet channel. And then the comedy channel. Oh, okay, I see. All the black people is for that. Okay. For the black image. For the black controlling the black image. So the way you control the black image is buy up doggy shows, channels, car channels, the travel destination. Oh, okay. Cool.
Destination travel. We put out movies. We put out, 47 meters down. And, this Friday, November 1, we have Arctic Dogs, our first animated movie.
Whoa, Arctic Dogs. Watch this. You didn't even do regular dogs. You did Arctic. Arctic, where we at in the Arctic? Even though Black folks are original to every place, we don't be fooling in the Arctic like that now, though. You didn't even just do regular dogs. You said Arctic Dogs. So you done double up on the kitty cat doggy channels. You big on the dogs and the cats and the stuff. So you done went to got Arctic dogs. You couldn't even get regular black. You done got Arctic. Okay. But you said you did this so that you can have authority with Black images and put out some, because you don't trust white people to put out positive Black content. Okay.
Because I want us to be in the family business and I want us to understand that business, how to put out animated movies.
He said the reason he did the Arctic dog stuff is so we can learn how to be in the business. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
We're building, I told my wife when I met her almost 20 years ago, she said, what are you doing?
Wait a minute. You told, he told his wife.
I'm building the world's biggest media.
20 years ago.
The world's biggest media.
Can you do that? Well, yeah, you can. I'm about to say, can you do that putting out Black content? Because I haven't heard you mention any Black content.
Wait a minute.
What?
Whoa, what'd you say, Charlamagne?
One of the first movies we put out.
Did you guys hear what Charlamagne just said? Powerful question. He said, you said, did you for black, but I didn't hear you say about black. What you say?
And how they are produced and how they're depicted and how they grow up looking at themselves. Are you cool with me having 100% control over how your white daughter sees herself?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no. And I said, great. I said, I expected you to answer the question.
Wait a minute.
Now understand me.
Somebody like Tyler Perry.
Tyler's amazing.
Unapologetic.
That you're singing out there on TV.
I mean, it's varied. I mean, there's an audience for all of it, right? You know, look, he put the reason you have Oprah is because of Ding. I told my wife when I met her almost 20 years ago, she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm building the world's biggest media company. The world's biggest media.
Can you do that? Well, yeah, you can. I'm about to say, can you do that putting out black content? Because I haven't heard you mention any like black content.
You know what? We are.
Ding, 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 ding. The Arctic pet. The dog channel, the animal channel, the car channel, the travel channel network, comedy stuff. Okay. Even Charlamagne had to say, okay, can you match? Can you make some of this to connect the dots for me? Because I'm trying to see. You did a whole speech about shutting down this white man because you want control of the images of black people. Can you help me to understand about the Arctic dogs and stuff? Watch how Byron Allen. Because see, I bring this out about Byron. This is probably why they block me. Because I keep pointing out how it's a trick. He ain't about that life of black people. Now, don't get me wrong. When you're someone that has millions and millions of dollars, I'm not saying all the man stuff need to be straight black. We're still in the world that's mostly dominated by white supremacists. But you haven't said anything, shown us any direction or any proof that anywhere in what you're doing got anything at all to do with black. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Definitely. Well, one of the first movies we put out when I bought a freestyle was Meet the Blacks.
Okay.
With Deion Taylor, who
Can't
I
get
love.
blacker than that.
Yeah, it actually says Meet the Blacks, right? Right, all of that stuff. So, I mean, that's what, but what I've always said, and I've said to, young kids, you know what? I don't want to play in the Negro leagues. I'm going to play in the global leagues.
Say what? Say what? Say what? What does it say, family? What does this say, family? This is this one is not, this one is a different bone today. It's big still, more refined. But what does it say? Had my assistant go get another one a few days ago. What does the language of this say, dear family? In red, what does it say? Butcher's block bone. God today. And then underneath it said champ. Watch. This right here is the butcher's block. Butcher's block bones. The champ. Butcher's block. Your bones and biscuits. That's about that butcher's block, the champ life. Think y'all stupid. And I pointed that out to y'all a long time ago, didn't I? I didn't just do that. I listened to every bit of the near hour-long Supreme Court of the United States argument that Byron Allen's attorney did. And I came back and reported it to you guys. I cued it and I showed you the finesse because the average person was not going to actually listen to the legal oral arguments and not just take what the regular press says about him suing Comcast. Remember, I brought you excerpts from the actual Supreme Court audio that was made available to let you know that some of the stuff that Byron Allen was up in there in the court talking about was a trick. I'll let you guys listen to it because how many of you all remember when Tone talking them, Tone Deaf and them, and Yvette Carnell and them? Remember, black folks was out there talking about reparations. And then all of a sudden, they turned around and told y'all, we need to make a U-turn and go out there and start picketing and demonstrating for Byron Allen because what Byron Allen is doing at the Supreme Court and his suit for Comcast has to do with your civil rights. And your little leaders over there told y'all that if we didn't turn around and go out there and picket, that all our legal hopes and dreams will be dead. That's my summary of it. You understand what I'm talking about? Okay, y'all in here, y'all remember. I brought that to your attention to let y'all know, excuse me, that Byron Allen and Tone Deaf and them was in bed together. And do you all remember for a time, was it the Grio online, was doing little video clips and stuff with Tone Deaf and them? Remember that? They started doing little media stuff together. They tricked us and tricked y'all and told y'all to go out there because his thing got something to do with black empowerment, and it didn't. Y'all ain't heard nothing from him since. You don't understand that when they see that there is a powerful grassroots movement, the powers that shouldn't be that's at the top often likes to use you guys how Trump used the law wrong of white supremacists. God, this makes so much sense. In order to invade the Capitol. And you found out that undercover there was also lawmakers that was involved in it, state lawmakers, federal lawmakers. There were white Olympians that was involved in it. There was white CEOs that was involved. There was active military, active law enforcement, and others. But they give the impression that the grassroots is upset and that there is they make it appear that there's a big groundswell. So they used you guys to run out there because they needed numbers to help Byron Allen and his Becky pretend like that his suit has something to do with black folk. And I'm letting you listen to what he said in interviews. I let you listen to the front that he did on his CNN interview, didn't I? To let you know that the doggy shows, doggy networks, Arctic Dog, that's a different one than the pet show, the pet network. The car network he has, the comedy network that he has, he got a travel network. I was trying to let y'all know it's fine if he threw a doggy here and a doggy there and then had some black here and black there and black there. I'm trying to let you know it's a trick. So it sounds to me this is the reason why he blocked me, because I keep exposing that's a front. And the reason I'm exposing it is not to make him look bad. He does that all by himself. I'm exposing it to put pressure on black folks that have a little bit of power to say, the black collective is still not in a proper place. And if you've got power and if you've got access to media, then you need to be doing more in this war to help us. That's the reason I was exposing it, to bring accountability and to say, I wouldn't even try to be accountable. I wouldn't even try to expose him even for the purpose of accountability if he didn't use us. Remember, so a lot of y'all 8-ounce people ran out there. Y'all was showing footage and everything. Talking about some, this for black folk and we getting ready to lose all of our rights if we don't support Byron Allen's case. Byron Allen was intentionally trying to get a groundswell so that other major news media outlets would cover it. This is one of the reasons why he purchased, in my opinion, based on information and belief. Let me say that. I always do disclaimers. Based on information and belief. That's another reason I believe he purchased a Grio. So in addition to his media stuff that he has, he needed a black outlet to purchase so that they would push a particular agenda and try to give it legitimacy. Because if you own these different media outlets and a publication, and when you want something to go down, and when Byron Allen gets ready to sue the next corporation that he planned on suing, because he sued a lot of people. I ain't tripping. Okay, fine. He wants to make sure that when he wants to throw them in the media and make it appear that everybody's upset about it, when in fact it's not. I wouldn't have said nothing about it if he didn't involve us. When they turned us away from talking about reparations into telling us to go down there and support this Comcast thing because this has everything to do with our civil rights and we getting ready to lose all our lose certain civil rights. That's when I started exposing him for fraud. Before that, I didn't care nothing about your Arctic pet acquisition. God, today. I wasn't tripping about your travel acquisition. I didn't say nothing about your Weather Channel acquisition. None of that got nothing to do with black. It's when y'all started to use us. turned us away from the main thing. Then I said, wait a minute now, wait a minute. Because I already exposed ADOS in the beginning because, you know, how they dogged me out. So, of course, I had to talk about that. And y'all hated it. I had so many trolls. Y'all was talking crazy. Bullies was following me on social media when I was exposing Yvette and Tone and them. First one, check the record. I called for unity. And when I called for unity, Yvette did a hit piece on me. She put out some FBI propaganda stuff on Twitter to like, is that true? And y'all said, oh, that's our girl. She, you know, she a big part of, you know, she got mad. Y'all got mad when it was exposed that, you know, she got a white girlfriend, Yvette, running the ADOS. That's fine. She can have a white girlfriend and stuff. But I'm just saying, I didn't put that part out like that. I didn't talk about that woman crazy, but she put out an FBI propaganda piece on Twitter. And y'all just kept on following her. Y'all just kept on saying this is a good organization. And I was calling for unity. That's when I started to expose Byron Allen. I didn't say nothing about his little pet acquisitions. I didn't care nothing about his comedy stuff. I didn't care nothing about none of the Arctic dogs in there. I was fine with the dogs being Arctic. I was totally fine with the dogs, Arctic dogs, this black man was buying up. I didn't have no problem. But when he involved us, I said, wait a minute, now there's something don't smell and look right here. And some of y'all got mad. And word I'm hearing on the street is a whole lot of stuff apparently that's being exposed by them very people that I was one of the first to publicly. I didn't say nobody else expose them. I said I was one of the first to publicly. And got a great backlash from my own people. But you know I love you for real. Because even when I knew some of you all would be upset and angry, I still speak truth, regardless to who or what. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Again, this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to do a 2-hour course about the money in your womb, the secret money in your womb. Sis, you don't want to miss it. This is a spiritual course, but it's going to have real world consequences. I want you to know that we are different from men and we manifest differently. And these are principles that I've gleaned from some of our elders and some of our ancestors, and you don't want to miss the things that I've learned so far, and I want to share them with you. 2 ways you can join this Saturday, 2 p.m. It's on a Saturday, so bring all your girlfriends, all your sorors, all your church folks, all the people that's a part of your spiritual organization and group, all of the ladies that's in your house. Go to clubvicki.com. If you join my weekly mastermind for $1, we got a special with my mastermind. If you join it for $1, you get automatic access. clubvicki.com. Or if you don't want to do that, just go straight to flynubianmastermind.com and you'll get direct access to the program there. 2 ways. Join clubvicki.com for $1, get free access, or go straight to flynubianmastermind.com. It's a very reasonable rate. It's less than you getting your nails and toes done, sis. If you got your nails and toes done at the salon, the little meager fee is cheaper than that for the average place. The links are in the chat. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Like and share. Watch this. So he's sitting there talking about the doggy show. I want to bring out one other major thing. Can you give me a couple of more minutes, family? I want to point out something else. How many of you all remember I'm reading now from a Washington Post article. How many of you all remember when, or did it go away? Here it is. How many of y'all remember these headlines from Donald Trump attacking a bunch of black female journalists? How many of you all remember that? Excuse me, I beg your pardon. Do y'all remember that? Watch this. This title from Washington Post says, "What a stupid question." Trump demeans 3 black female reporters in 3 days. Y'all remember that? Some of you all are saying yes. Watch this. It says President Trump has made no secret of his contempt for reporters whom he calls fake news, an enemy of the American people. He's also unkind. He's also had unkind things to say about women and people who are African American. Y'all listen. This week, he hit a trifecta, singling out 3 African American women who are journalists. The women, Abby Phillip, April Ryan, and Yamiche Alcindor, earned his contempt apparently just for asking him questions. Y'all listen. Remember when Trump got in, people were calling out Trump because he was dogging out the black female reporters. He was singling out black female reporters, right? Watch this. Trump called one of Phillips' questions, that's Abby Phillips, stupid. He described Ryan, that's April Ryan, as a loser. He brushed off Alcindor, saying her question was racist. So when Trump was attacking all of these black female journalists back to back, the black media acted like they were outraged. Y'all remember that? Boy, everybody was going in on the white supremacists, that is Trump, attacking and trying to silence black females. Y'all remember that? Trump was telling them to sit down. Remember, he was telling them to sit down? Sit down. That's a stupid question. Next person. Because Trump knew how that would look so good on Fox News when white folks see him reprimanding back to back black women, right? CNN reporter and former Washington Post journalist drew Trump's wrath on Friday after she asked whether he hoped Matthew G. Whitaker, Trump's appointee as acting attorney general, would rein in special counsel Robert Mueller. What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question, Trump snapped. He didn't answer the allegedly stupid question, but he did pour more contempt on Phillip. That's the black woman, another black woman, right? I watch you a lot. That's what Trump told the black lady. You ask a lot of stupid questions. He suggested he was considering pulling other reporters' press credentials to cover the White House, as he did with CNN reporter Jim Acosta. Among those he brought up in that context was Ryan. This is April Ryan, the black lady from CNN. Y'all remember? Sit down. I didn't call you, Trump commanded after Ryan tried to ask him about alleged voter suppression in the midterm elections. Such a hostile media. It's so sad, Trump added as Ryan pressed him. You rudely interrupted him. You rudely interrupted him, Trump told her, referring to another reporter. A few minutes later, Alcindor asked Trump about his recent characterization of himself as a nationalist and whether that label was emboldening white nationalists. Trump interrupted her and responded, I don't know why you say that. That is such a racist question. He repeated the characterization, racist. Trump has disparaged many people, so his responses to Phillip, Ryan, and Alcindor might simply reflect equal opportunity contempt. But all 3 of the latest examples fall into the categories of people, journalists, women, African Americans, for whom Trump has reserved special nastiness. Now, the reason I'm reading this to you is because the media, and black media in particular, made a big deal about the fact that Trump was trying to silence and disrespect black females. What do you think the Grio, Byron Allen's alleged black media outlet, is doing by blocking me? Let me tell you something. The way the old, dead, irrelevant black media has treated me by those very names that I mentioned that have blocked me, and more than I can remember, they are doing even more than even what some of the white corporate media outlets have done. Did y'all hear what I said? They look like hypocrites when you hear so many Black people talk about how the white media silences them and how Black media voices and alternative opinions are not included. But yet when Black folk get a little power, those Black entities, that is, Black looking people, now they are collectively, it seems, blocking me. You ain't blocking me. You're trying to block the voices for whom I speak, the people for whom I speak on behalf of. That's the Black grassroots. That's you. This ain't just about Vicki. To the degree that they block me, it's very clear that it's about the message that the Black grassroots is getting and the impact that we're starting to have. Are y'all hearing me? Your bones, your butcher's block bones. God, today, they're not just regular bones. These are the butcher blocks. And they ain't just the butcher blocks. What are they? What are they? What does it say? What did it say? Champ. They're outdoing the white supremacists and trying to silence Black folks. I let you listen to some of the lengthy talk that Byron Allen has said over the years until recent so that you could see that's he's brother, you are fake and a fraud, champ. 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 You are fake and a fraud. You crying and suing Comcast because you talking about Black voices are being shut out, but you seeing Black folk shut out and try to silence us. Now, let me ask you all something real quick. If they were a legitimate Black publication, when there is something that's contrary or something that maybe even they disagreed with me on, wouldn't a legitimate publication reach out to a person that they disagreed with and say, well, we disagree with your position on this. What do you have to say, about that? Why would you say such things? Do you really believe that you speak for the Black grassroots? Some of the things that you said, Miss Dillard, seem to be incendiary. We don't agree with what you said. Would you like to comment? We want to correct you in their own mind if they think that that's true. But wouldn't a legitimate publication, instead of trying to silence, wouldn't they reach out to the individual for comment, for dialogue, especially a Black organization who should have a perspective and an understanding of being censored and silenced and censored better than anybody else? Wouldn't you move different? We see your agenda, and it's very clear that you don't speak for Black folk at all. You are fake, you are fraud, you are phony. And I don't suffer from low self-esteem, fool. You think that you blocking me from your little raggedy little piece of condensation filled snow, dew, rain, hail, sleet? Buttery bussy bite organization gonna stop? What? Foolishness? You are just like Meghan McCain because she did the same thing. Meghan McCain of The View blocked me. Recently, I did a show on her. Y'all in the same boat now, fool. You in the same boat as the white supremacists. And for some of you that say, why can't just Black people just get together, fool? This is the reason why I keep on exposing them to let you know they're not. I have to keep highlighting these things because these are stumbling blocks to Black progress. If you're wondering why our agenda keeps having all these fits and starts, why is it that we don't just have a flow? Your champs have something to do with that. Your champs in the way. Your champs are behind the scenes doing shady stuff and using you. And when it come down to reparations, where was Byron Allen at? When they was telling us, run out there to the Supreme Court to support out Byron Allen, and they tried to flip his case and say it has something to do with civil rights legislation that's gonna make it impossible for you to receive redress in your case? Where has he been legally? Why don't he use some of those millions of dollars that he was gleefully paying his white representatives to represent him on, and was bragging about this lawyer that he was using in the Supreme Court, which I found absolutely unremarkable when I was listening to his arguments and reading about him. Thank you, sis, for your gift. The mainstream media is silencing all truth seekers. Just means you're doing what you're purposed to do, Empress. Keep doing what you do. Much love. I love you back, Queen, and I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Let me say this and I'm out. They're concerned and they're competing with us, family. They wonder, who are y'all? Who credentialed these people that's a part of the Black grassroots? We was the one that's controlling stuff. They actually have a little bit of an audience. They actually posed a threat to us when it came down to the voting, even though enough of our people still put Biden in office. But it was not a smooth transition. There was difficulty. There was a lot of Black folks that was still exposing him and still talking about how racist he really is and his Black agenda, or the lack thereof, and so many other things. They're setting the agenda to where presidential candidates are talking about reparations. You've got other states and local counties, Black legislators in particular, that's sitting there talking about ways that they can give reparations with in their particular jurisdiction. They're trying to compete with us, who they consider to be nobodies. This is why I expose them. And I just want the old dead Black media, as my sister just said, the lamestream media, to know, every time y'all do this to me, you further prove our collective power. Of course, you're watching and you're listening, as you should be. Be seated. The teacher's teaching. Sat down. Of course, you tuned in, but you're offended. And most of y'all are offended for the sake of white people. Ain't that something? Zad and them ain't gonna like that. Miss Ann ain't gonna like that. Watch this. But the more you do it, the more you prove how right we are. And every knock being a boost, every knock is a boost. That means that what you meant for evil, what you consider to be a demotion by this blocking, is just going to be a promotion in due course. My power lies in not just one platform, not just a bunch of likes, not just a bunch of shares and subscribers, though we want to do that because we want to reach as many people as possible. But baby, that's not the sum total of the metrics by which you can measure Vicki's success. It's about that effective handful that I'm seeding that's going to produce fruit, and it's going to manifest in a way that's going to shape the world. God, today, it's about the seeding. Do you all know that the word broadcast is really an agrarian, having to do with the ground and farming term? When you're using the word broadcast, it comes from the whole notion of seeding. It's an acknowledgement of impact, power, conditioning, and programming. This broadcast, they're telling you that they're seeding. That's what they're nervous about. It's not because we're the full harvest even. People are worried about our potential. And these kind of shows aren't just informative. They come with power, baby. Everlasting power. And we are not tethered to one political party or another. I told you this was a religious phrase that I heard a bishop say, or some people that were under the bishop, I think, say. But it is one that I adopt for the purpose of the Black nation. Baby, we ain't come to take sides. We ain't Democrat, Republican. We're not this over there and that over there, Christian over here, Muslim over there, Jew over here, this. No, baby. We didn't come to take sides. We came to take over. And that bothers them. We don't make a distinction between the white supremacists wherever we find them. I say this to you often. I'm going to say it again. We are in our finest hour. This is not just about the changing of the guards. This is about the changing of the guides. Are y'all hearing me today? So I welcome your little social media blocking. That's so third grade, ain't it? You ain't gonna stop nothing. My people gonna send me what y'all put up anyway, fool. Don't y'all know that's the most power the Grio ever felt in their life? What you mean, Vicki? The moment that they got Byron Allen's people got online, got on their computer, when they hit block, that was the most power they had. They felt so powerful in that moment. Shout out to you, Coach Donnie, for your $50 gift. Thank you for the Black Grassroots Queen. Thank you. Coach Donnie is such an amazing supporter and brother of Black media. This brother, I don't know if somebody sent me the link, or one day I was putting up something on YouTube and something popped up on my timeline. I'm like, who is this? That's got all my quote my videos on their YouTube page with all these views. And this brother boy, he makes sure that my voice gets out there. And I was like, wow, this is so amazing. I'm always honored, beloved, when any of you are blessed and moved and share and like and quote and clip the words that I say. Is so amazing. I'm so honored by it, and I bow to you, and your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Listen, we're just getting started. The most power them fools felt, the most power was in that moment that they probably saw one of the videos I did exposing his funny looking self, and they hit. Yeah, they said from the higher ups, it's fine. As soon as they hit block, they whole world, they felt a release that night. And that's all the power you gonna ever have. Is block, food. It's what you can tweet, dummy. I know y'all don't think that hurts my feelings. That makes me feel more powerful, because I know we're having an impact. This ain't about Vicki. This is about the Black Grassroots collective voice. Those for whom I humbly endeavor to speak and serve. I hope to meet you tomorrow. I might come on early tomorrow because I need to get ready for my Saturday 2-hour intensive. You don't want to miss Saturday, family. I'm really, really wanting to change lives with this. So that's why I'm telling you, sis, bring everybody that you know. Brothers, if you're listening, sponsor a sister, sponsor your daughter, sponsor your niece, sponsor that woman that's in your life. Because if they're blessed and impacted, I can promise you, you are going to benefit from it. What is it? 2-hour intensive on the secret money in your womb. Join today. If you join my weekly mastermind, clubvicki.com, you can join clubvicki.com for $1 and you'll get automatic access. So join clubvicki.com, clubvicki.com. We got a special for my weekly mastermind. Plus, try us out. Try us out. For the first 30 days, it's only $1. Clubvicki.com, you get in automatically. If you want to go straight, if you want to just have the link straight to the webinar, go to flynubianmastermind.com. The link is in the chat. Shout out to the moderators that's in the digital building. Thank you for being here today. We love you. We appreciate you. Big shout out to the V-Hive that's always in the digital building. Your support. All those that I called out, is too many of you all that I've named. Not just V-Hive. When I say V-Hive, I'm talking about some of our general supporters and family. Our digital family is what they are. I don't even like to use that word really, but our family. I call them our digital family. But those that are a Fly Nubian Queen, thank you so much. Your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. Your presence here. You're such a special people. I bow to you. Thank you. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Can't wait to see you there.